In a moment, I'm going to queue up a video. I would like to warn you that it's not child-friendly. Sadly, real life isn't child-friendly anymore, thanks to groups like Antifa. Faith Goldie is an investigative reporter from Canada. She was recently attacked at what she thought was a conservative event. She went there and was surrounded by Antifa members. Now, I don't know if this was a trap, or if the conservative members had already been attacked and chased away. But either way, she was attacked. Here in the United States, Antifa has been kind of driven underground, more or less, ever since they were designated as a terrorist organization. In Canada, not so much, and that's probably because Canada hasn't actually done anything about them. The upcoming video isn't meant to just catalogue or show the violence. There's a greater, more important point here that I want to talk about after the video. But first, take a watch.
Just documenting what's going on. Hey, no, don't touch my property! Cops are protecting me right now. I'm with. Get the fuck out of here! I've been pulled through the cops.
Faith Goldie, renowned neo-Nazi collaborator with Daly's former.
This is Faith Goldie! She's a fucking fascist!
Expelled from Rebel Media! Even Ezra fucking...
She was too fucking extremist!
Alright, so let me give you a little lowdown of what's going on right now. Watch my stick. Coming back.
Out of here!
So I was under the impression this was going to be a right-wing protest. Clearly, it's me Canisafto. I thought this was supposed to be right-wingers here, but I walked into Antifa headquarters. Okay?
Antifascista! Antifascista!
Alerta!
Okay, I'm leaving. Stop it. Do not. Your officers doing that. These guys are coming straight up. Alright, so they're threatening to push me into traffic right now, completely circling us in. We're gonna head out of here because this is insane, and obviously the cops don't want things to escalate. I'm not gonna put them... Okay, yep, we're leaving right now. Okay, we're leaving.
Hey!
Okay, we're leaving, guys! We're leaving!
Right now! Get the fuck out now!
We're leaving! Officers, take care.
Good job, buddy.
We're leaving!
No!
Get the fuck out of here!
So she was spat on. Her camera was hit, she was knocked to the ground. At times she actually begged them, said, I'm leaving, just leave me alone, I'm leaving, to try and prevent herself from being attacked, but that didn't help. This whole time, the media was there. If you're paying attention watching that video clip, you can actually see all the guys there with cameras just filming the event. They didn't report it. None of the legacy media sources, nowadays being called the fake news media, none of them actually reported that this happened. Now, imagine this was flipped, okay? What if some left-wing woman went to a conservative event, and while there, she was spat on, her camera was attacked, she was knocked on the ground? Do you think it wouldn't be mentioned? Because it would. We'd hear all about it. In fact, I think we'd hear all about it if she was just verbally attacked, if misogynistic slogans were used, or heck, if a racial epithet were used, that would certainly blow it out of the water. But seriously, this was a woman who was surrounded by people, vastly outnumbered, by mostly men, we're going to call them men, and knocked to the ground, and nobody says anything. The hypocrisy is just amazing. And this is a group, of course, that's prone to violence. Indisputably prone to violence. So what if there was a conservative group that was prone to violence, that attacked some, pretty much lone woman? We know that this wouldn't be treated the same way. We'd probably be hearing about it for weeks. She's in Canada, just inside the border when this video was taken. And in Canada, you really don't have a right to self-defense. Now, I know if there's some Canadians watching, they're like, yes, we do. But as long as you don't have the right to carry a weapon for self-defense, then you actually don't. Because otherwise, you only have the right to defend yourself against someone, if you're as strong. But the gun is known as the equalizer. If you're a woman and you're up against a man, you're at a disadvantage. I don't care about the modern feminism, political correctness. No. If you're a woman, you're weaker than the man. You just are. Even a weak man, you're probably weaker than him. Right? And in Canada, even like batons, I believe, are banned. It reminds me of the crap that I dealt with over in England as a teenager. See, over there is no right to self-defense. And I thought as a kid that I would get a pepper spray, right? Because you can't have a knife, you can't have a baton, you can't have a gun. I'll get pepper spray. That's not allowed either. What we were supposed to do, this isn't a joke, was get this canister that looked like pepper spray, but it wasn't. It was this gel that you spray into the eyes of your attacker. Wasn't supposed to hurt him, because that was important. You don't want to hurt your attacker, but it might scare him so you can run away. And it would leave this UV stain on his face that he couldn't see. And it would stay there for a couple of weeks. So if by chance the police found this attacker, they could look at him under a UV light and see that he was the one who attacked somebody and got sprayed by somebody with a UV light. That's how ridiculous it gets. Alright, but back to Faith. She doesn't have any means of defending herself. I mean, even legal means. She can't be there with a gun. So that's the sort of society that you're looking at. And I think it changes the discourse, right? If people who are aggressive and hostile are thinking about attacking you, they think twice if there's a chance that you're more armed than they are, or that you're more capable than they are. And they know that little Faith, she's what, like 100, 110 pounds, something like that? She's not more capable than they are, physically. And that's what they're taking advantage of. And that's what societies like that's the situation that is created. In a lot of states, here in the US, you can't cover your face with a mask. Some states you can't do it at a protest, other states you can't do it ever. And that's the way it should be. If you're going to act like that, you need to have your face shown. You shouldn't be able to just hide who you are and act with impunity, which is what they're counting on, these people. Now, these Antifa-style thugs didn't exist that far back. They're one of the reasons that I'm kind of ashamed to be a millennial. People like this. They're certainly not the bastions of society. These are people who, even when they are in college, they're taking gender studies classes. They don't typically go on to have jobs or successful careers, successful lives. And they don't aim to raise themselves up, to better themselves. They aim to drag everyone else down. A lot of them are proud communists. And that's really what that's about too. Is not raising people out of poverty so much as taking away from the rich, right? Which is dragging down the successful. That's what it's all about. Leveling the playing field until everyone is equally miserable. And that's what these Antifa people are like. They don't want to better themselves in any way. And the police were at this event. You may have seen them. They looked kind of military-ish. Did nothing. They just stood there. They just watched. This is the kind of culture that we're talking about. I have to wonder if they had some kind of order not to intervene and do anything, but they didn't. Police didn't do anything. Media didn't report it. Nobody said a word. And that's outrageous. And the hypocrisy is actually surprising even for me. I would think they'd at least mention it, but no. Alright, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe and hit the bell. We've got other methods of subscribing in the description below so you can make sure that you actually get notified. Don't rely on YouTube to be the one to notify you. I've also provided ways in which you can support what I'm trying to do here with these videos, and any help that you can provide would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Health-wise.